God bless you and welcome to another podcast. A simplistic word with Elder Dwight Kenneth Kirk. God bless you and thank you for joining us on today. Joining Elder Kirk. Now on today we will continue. We are confused about our enemy. Part 2. We're going to go through a few things. We're going to go through a few topics here. But I need you to understand that we are confused about our enemy. I was just doing a little something about the government. I was, checking out, scriptures on the government and things like that, and how they are, and I will say this: I'm not in agreement, and I will be, quite honest about, the way that everyone tries to portray is no matter what they do, we still supposed to be obedient. No matter how, whatever laws that they make, no matter how, they break the rules. What old boy just did, he got rid of the FBI because the FBI was getting ready to expose him. So he fires him. Oh, wow, how convenient. Remember, they will do it in your face and there will be nothing that you can do. Our enemy. I need you to understand something, everyone. And I saw it again in studies. Pray for those that govern over you. Please, can someone tell me, hit me up on here, chat with me. They do not change what they are doing. Our enemy will not change. They are about the Constitution. They are not for the people. Democrat or Republican, they are not for the people. Everyone, please understand this. They are the enemy. Now, Elder Kirk, you are a conspiracy theorist. In the past couple of years, we are woke. And if you are woke and you have been listening to Elder Kirk, guess what? They are the enemy. If you're going to take care of yourself, you know what? You better take care of yourself because they will not take care of you. That's what's supposed to be done. They are supposed to put laws and things in place to make our lives easier. They don't. They make their lives easier. Have you seen their raises? Do you see how they live? Do you see how long they stay in that office and do nothing? They are the enemy. I'm talking about from the White House to the mayor to the Board of Education, electives, whatever. They the enemy. They have a set guideline and rules that they go by. No matter what condition you are in, they go by those rules, not what you're going through. Elder Kirk is lying. Please put me on the altar. They are your enemy. We are taught to respect those who steal and cheat. We are taught to respect those that steal and cheat. And we've had a couple of them that said, you know what? That's right, I stole that money. And guess what? There's nothing you can do about it. Go on YouTube and check it out. Put on YouTube, say congressmen or senators that have said that, and guess what? They did no time. Some do. The majority do not. It's time to wake up. These people are your enemy. They are not here to make your life easier. They're not. Stop believing that they are. They are the enemy, y'all. The reason we're on part 2 because Elder Kirk was, I taught some, but Elder Kirk, I was upset. And when I say I was upset because I'm tired. I'm tired of oh, may God have mercy on your soul. Come on, y'all. I don't want my enemy. I don't want God to have mercy on the soul of my enemy. I want my enemy to move and get out of my way. Disappear. Be gone. There's work to do. See, we are so busy being taught that every time there's an obstacle, I'm sorry, there's an obstacle, we are to just embrace it and love it because it's helping us grow. So let me ask you a question. Why is it every time you turn around you have the obstacle? Why is it every time you turn around there's one in front of you? Is that the way it's always supposed to be? No, see, because they're brainwashed. Some people do what they want to do. They do as they please, everybody. And it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Some people are doing this. Oh, God, it's God. It's not always God. It's not always God. Y'all going to have to stop believing that. Y'all are going to have to stop believing that. These pastors been lying to y'all, and we going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We are here. We're here now. You have a choice. Stop believing the lies. Now, I have a choice on whether I am going to follow God or I'm not going to follow God. He's given me that option, right? So why is it when it comes to church, if I'm not in church, I'm going to die and go to hell? If I'm not sitting in church every time I turn around, or I'm not going to the church, then woe is me. I have a choice. That's just a building. I keep hearing that I'm the church. Hey, the chat is open. Hit me up on Facebook. I'm the church. So why are you acting like if I'm not sitting in the church every single time, I don't know who God is? I don't know the move of God. Stop believing the lies, y'all. For some people, they've been trying to sit in church for years. And you know why they're church hopping? They're church hopping because they keep trying to find the right church. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. They're trying to find the right church. And guess what? That wasn't the plan God had for their lives. To sit up in the church every single time and work for the pastor. Whew. Please accept my offense. Elder Kirk I always give my confession. That's what I thought. That's what was taught. I thought I was supposed to be the sound man. I would get on the praise team. I get on the choir. I thought, but guess what? That's not what the plan was that God had for my life. But I tell you what, that was the path I was on. I thought that was what Elder Kirk was going to do to the day that he died. Stop believing the lies, everybody. Stop believing that if you're not sitting in the church, you have that right. And stop looking at people that do not go to church and are in a good place and are doing very well. Come on now. Did you know our children are smarter now, everybody? Our children are smarter now, but I need you, the reason I'm pointing this out to everybody, because, we are seeing that a lot of children, this is on the news as well, and young black children, as a matter of fact, we have the young lady now, she's getting ready she's going to graduate, she's going to get a college degree first, and then that next week, she graduating high school. Because she did double time on it. You understand? I'm proud of my baby girl. She's in early college. She has to take college courses and high school. Everybody, the reason Elder Kirk is bringing this up because it was something that raised up in Elder Kirk's spirit when I was sitting in these churches. There was a Friday night service, and the young kids, it was late at night, and the young children, they were sitting in the seat and they were falling asleep, and I guess the deacon of that house jumped up and y'all stay up, listen to the word, listen to the pastor, and he was shaking the young ladies, our little children, kind of violently, and I wanted to beat them down. I'm just being honest, because that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the tradition. Now, I'm already 15 steps ahead of you. I understand when we were coming up, and how our parents were with us, and they didn't play no games. But as Elder Kirk said, a lot of our children are a lot smarter now than we were then. Okay? Quite honestly. They're a lot smarter now than the way we, understand, when we were coming up. Oh, yeah, we studied, yeah. But, man, come on. I did not like what I saw because he was too rough with, and there were female children. I don't like the old traditional, let's say, ways of doing things the way they used to. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to stay at the altar all night, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking about those old traditional ways. The children may be falling asleep and y'all want to beat them awake. And you stay up because God looking at you. And messing them up and stuff like that. I'm not with that. So our children are smarter now. So please treat them as they're smarter. If they're falling asleep, leave them alone. Good Lord Jesus. And that takes me into Kev on stage. He shared something. The guy name was Pastor Jimmy. And Pastor Jimmy was a pastor. The young man was getting ready to go to sleep, and he said to the young man, "Oh, you're not going to go to sleep on me. You're not going to go to sleep on me. I am somebody." He said, "Did you go to sleep on your English teacher?" And we talked about that before. Stop doing stuff in the world and, and putting it, and, comparing it, and then acting like just because that's going on there, it comes to you, you're supposed to get the utmost respect and praise and worship. Pastor, no. Then, he went on some other rants, and stuff like that. And what got me was, I said, this guy's a trip. This guy's funny. He really, truly thinks that he's God. He called one of his members and said, "You're one of the worst members we got." And then said, "Stand up. I love you, right?" Y'all better check these pastors, everybody. Because I'm telling you, the way Pastor Jimmy acts is the way a majority of these pastors act. And that's why they feel that they can say and do and treat you any way that they treat you. Now, Elder Kirk is going to end here. Elder Kirk is here for specific people. I think we get it mixed up when you get following or people follow you. And the people that follow you are not your traditional people. They are not the people that you may say, well, that's not appropriate. Things like that. See, the problem is this, everybody, and I want you to grab this word right here. See, the problem is you keep trying to grab people that are already sitting in the church. You're not supposed to. That's not what we're called to do. What did Jesus say? The sick does not need a physician. Come on now. Elder Kirk had to go get that one right there. What happens, we are supposed to be reaching people that don't know. But we're so busy trying to reach people that know. You already know. I'm not going to sit here and waste time. As Elder Kirk has said before, I'm sure that I will not get invites because guess what? They already know everything in the church. What am I going to go sit in there for? The pastor is older than me. The pastor is the theologian. So why would I think that I would have the audacity to step in there and give the word the way God has told me to give it without 50,000 scriptures? That's the only way I step in there. So guess what? I'm going to reach who God has told me to reach. And if they all don't wear their hats on Sunday, that's good. I consider myself doing the job God has called me to do. So everybody, thank you for joining Elder Kirk on today. I truly enjoyed you. And as I said before, you need to start understanding who your enemy is. I was coming home from work and the funniest thing that jumped up into my head, it was and you might not find this funny, that's fine, but it's something when, we are so inclusive, everybody. We're so inclusive, but